Welcome to The Soul Work, a weekly show where we look at a strategy, a process, a tool, a technique, or a thought for your spiritual growth. My name is Gina. I'm a spiritual teacher, creator of Soul Quest, and the LGBTQ advocate within the spiritual world. In this episode, this is where I want to go. I don't know what I'm doing. Have you ever been in a position where you've focused on something, be it a product or a service or whatever it is, and you've put all of your attention and focus on it, literally everything that you've got, you've put it on it. But things don't quite fall into place for some reason and you can't put your finger on it, you don't quite know why. All you know is that it's not working. You can then start to feel like you don't know what to do. You can question yourself, and then money starts to run low and you're not quite sure how to support yourself anymore, and then you get the doubts going through your mind and you start thinking, okay, so I'm gonna have to go and get a job now. I'm gonna have to go and get a proper job and go and figure out how I move forwards with this. And you may even start to question, is this a sign? Is this a sign from the universe that it isn't for me, that this isn't the way that I go, that I'm supposed to stop this now and go and do something different? I've felt like that. I've been in that position, and I've had a number of conversations this week with people who are in very similar situations. I want to talk about it. I want to bring it out into the open. I want to explore it and see how to move forwards from this. So if you're feeling this, you'll be feeling lost. You'll feel like you don't know what to do anymore, and you'll feel like you don't know which direction to go in. You'll feel like the rug's being pulled out from underneath your feet in a way. And you're kind of starting to question, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Was I ever good enough? Am I ever going to be good enough? Am I ever going to be successful at this thing? And you'll be starting to think, okay, so I don't know what to do next. I don't know what my next step is. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. I really just don't know what I'm doing anymore. And it can feel like you're swimming upstream. It's almost like you're going against the flow. I've got a couple of questions that I want to ask you, and I want you to be brutally honest with your answers to these. The first one is, are you pushing or forcing this thing that isn't working? So that's the first question. The second question is, are you doing this your way? Are you being authentic to who you are? Or are you doing it somebody else's way? The reason that I ask that is because you can go on a course, or you can ask your family or your friends or your colleagues or your peers, and you can ask them their way of doing things, and it's quite easy to take that thing on that they say and roll with it without infusing you into it. And when you don't infuse you into that thing, it's not you. It's the person whose advice that you got. So when you look at this thing, ask yourself, are you doing this your way? Are you being authentic to who you are? And if you are, great. But if you're not, maybe that's something to think about. How can you do this your way? What is it that would make this more you? So a couple of questions to ask yourself. Now, let's go into this a little bit more. So I don't know what I'm doing. You want to know what to do next. So let's talk about that now. Let's have a look at that and see where you go next. Now, as I said, it'll feel like you're swimming upstream. It'll feel like you're going against the flow. That's resistance. You're experiencing resistance, and it's coming up for a reason. Do not brush it under the carpet. Do not keep continuing doing what you're doing and thinking it's all right, it'll go away. It is coming up for a reason, and the reason that it's coming up is it's wanting you to stop. It's wanting you to relax about the whole situation, first and foremost, but it's wanting you to stop and reflect. So a couple of questions to ask yourself. What is the lesson here? What am I missing? Could be that you're missing something. What do you need to add or take away from this for it to work? So a couple of questions there to ask yourself, and it's really important that you do stop and reflect on what is going on. And I'm not talking about sit down and have 5 minutes. I'm talking about take some time out. Maybe take a couple of hours out or a half a day out on a regular basis and just relax, and stop and ask yourself what is going on. Okay, so stop and reflect, really important. The second thing that I want to mention is about asking for guidance. Now, you can do this with your family and friends, you can ask them, but what I'm talking about more importantly here is about asking for guidance from the universe. You know that you're stuck, right? You know that you're feeling lost. So why not put it out there? Why not say to the universe or whatever it is that you believe in, put it out there, ask for guidance. So that guidance might look something like this. It might go, okay, so universe, I'm a bit stuck, don't quite know where to go, feeling like I should leave this behind, I don't really know what to do. Show me the next step. Please show me the next step. Or show me which way to go. Can look something like that. Ask for guidance, put it out there. And once you've asked for the guidance, release it to the universe. Do not keep asking the question over and over and over again. It's a common mistake that people make. You've asked, put it out there, let it go, let it drift off. Now, sometimes when I do this, I pick up like a dandelion clock and I'll ask, and then I'll go blow all the seeds away. And that's quite symbolic for me. It states to me that I've released, it's actually gone, you know? So if you need to, do something like that so you know that you've released it and it's gone, because you can watch it float away, it's great. So second thing is ask for guidance and then release it to the universe. Now the third thing is about raising your vibrations. Chances are you'll feel pretty rubbish, okay? And I say that because I've been there, I know, okay? You'll feel pretty rubbish because you'll be like, oh my God, I'm lost, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to do today, for God's sake, you know? That kind of thought might be going through your head. It's important for you to raise your vibration. You may be feeling incredibly low, or you may just be feeling like, okay, I need to do something different here, this isn't working for me. Raising your vibration is fundamental. Okay, so the reason that it's fundamental is because you're thinking about this too much. You're delving into it, you're overthinking it. When you raise your vibration, you take yourself out of your ego, out of your head, and into your heart, and that is what is needed here. You need to get out of your head, get out of your ego. Your ego is only going to show you the solutions that comes from your past history, comes from everything that everybody's ever told you. It's not going to come up with new ideas. Your ego doesn't do that. For you to get those new ideas, you need to tap into infinite wisdom. Okay? For you to do that, you need to tap into your intuition and your inner guidance. And that can only happen when you've raised your awareness, you've taken yourself out of your ego, and you've raised your vibration up onto a higher plane. Okay? So raise your vibration. I'm going to put a link to a previous soul work episode in the box below. It's got 24 ways for you to raise your vibration. Check that out. If you're unsure of what to do, check it out. But a couple of things for you to get thinking about is, number one, maybe get out of the house. You know, if you've been stuck in the house, if you're in the same four walls every day, get out of the house, go and clear your head, go for a walk, just go and do something different. Another thing might be, if you're feeling a little bit low, who can you speak to that always raises a smile? Family, friend, colleague, whoever it is, get them on the phone, have a conversation with them. That will automatically lift you. Okay? So take your mind off of thinking, I don't know what I'm doing. Take your mind off it, raise your vibration. Really important. Once you've raised your vibration, then you're in a state of allowing. You're in that position where that guidance that you ask the universe for, you can actually hear it. Okay? So listen to what comes up in those quiet moments. Create some quiet moments so you have got that space to tune in. And this is about you tuning into your intuition and your inner guidance, okay? This is about you listening to the guidance that's coming up. When you're in your ego state, which I talked about just a couple of minutes ago, when you're in that state, you are missing key information. You're missing opportunities, you're missing situations and people and resources and all that stuff. It won't be there in front of your eyes because you're too busy worrying, you're too busy feeling anxious and fearful and having doubts and, you know, beating yourself up. You're too busy in your own head. Once you're out of your head, that is where the magic lies, okay? That is where you'll start to dig into new things. Infinite wisdom, new opportunities are presented to you. You'll see them. They'll be there in front of you. They've been there all along. You've just not seen them because you've been too busy in your own stuff, okay? So, really important. First of all, stop and reflect. Second, ask for guidance. Release it. Release it out to the universe. The third is raise your vibration. Very, very important. Once you've raised your vibration, then you can listen to what's coming up. You can listen to your intuition, that inner guidance. It's there to guide you. That is the bit that you need to be checking in with. That's where your answers are. Okay? Listen, you're not on your own. People often feel like they're on their own when they're dealing with something like this. You're really not. Okay? You've got family, you've got friends, you've got colleagues, you've got acquaintances, you've got people that you can get on the phone or go and see, have a conversation about it, tell them how you're feeling, tell them what's going on for you. Maybe just ask them for a bit of light relief, get you out of your head for a little while. Because when you're out of your head, that's when you're going to see where it is to go next. That's where your next steps will come from. So stop thinking, stop overthinking things. When you overthink things, it doesn't do you any good. Stop overthinking, get out of your head, get back into your intuition and your inner guidance. And when you're there and you've raised your vibration, you'll feel much better. You'll feel really good. Okay? If you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, if you want to talk through your particular situation, write your comments in the box below. You can personal message me if you prefer to do so. I recognise this might be quite personal for you. Get in contact with me, let me know what's going on for you. I'm going live on Facebook on Wednesday at 4 p.m. I'll be answering any questions that you've got, I'll bring up any comments or any concerns that you may have. We can talk about it live on the call. If you can make it, then do, okay? We can have a really great conversation about this and help to move you forwards. If you can't make it live, write your questions and your comments in the box below. I'll be sure to answer them live on the call on Wednesday. This situation that you're in, this whole I don't know what I'm doing situation, is telling you to slow down. It's telling you to reflect, and it's telling you to take time out, and it's telling you to regroup, and it's telling you to centre yourself. Listen to it. It's coming up for a reason. Listen. Next episode of the Soul Work comes out on Sunday, 7 p.m. Make sure you keep your eye out for that one. Hopefully I'll check in with you on Wednesday. If not, write your comments in the box below. I'll answer them live on the call and I'll post the replay as soon as we're done. Fantastic. Hope you have a great week. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.